That's right. We just approached the 8 o'clock hour, my best hour. About an hour, man. Shout to y'all rocking out with us. Then shout to y'all tuning in with us. That was that Rockstar Roadie with that Rockstar, man. I like to give an artist a feeling of being in the station, being at mainstream radio, making them feel like they're a rock star in the building. So definitely shout out to y'all tuning in. Definitely shout out to everybody that's rocking out with us. Continue to tell a friend, download that free Mixler app. And all you gotta do is just search up mainstream radio. Before we get to all the fun that's about to happen in the studio, man, make sure y'all continue to stay up with us all day, all night, man. Mainstream radio on Facebook and mainstream radio on Instagram, so you can stay up to everything that we got going on. So y'all can stay up with all the dope artists that stopping by the show, stay up with all their music, and definitely stay up with everything that they got coming up for they self, man. So my squad is still tuned in, man. DJ D Wiz, DJ Marcus Muller, J Way, DJ Key Product, Miss Lady, everybody that's checking in, all love and definitely all support, man. And everybody that's checking out the show, that's tuning in to the show, man. So this hour, I love the 8 o'clock hour because I get to sit here and interact with the artists. We get to share some good music. We get to share some good words. Everything that the brother been going on and everything that he's been doing. And not only am I getting a chance to interview the bro, man, he also was on my family radio station, Fusion Radio, with the big brother Brian. So this is like a family that's in the building right now, man. So I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody that's rocking out with you right now, bro.
The one and only magnificent.ent.com. That's where you can find me. But what's up, y'all?
Yeah, make some noise for Magnif in the building. Hey, welcome to Mainstream, bro. Welcome to Mainstream Radio. How you feeling? Man?
I'm feeling great. We long overdue, but I call it perfect timing. You dig?
Hey,
it's
man.
a time, place for everything,
Hey, we in the building, brother. Definitely is a blessing to sit here and talk with you tonight, man. All love to you, man. This music that we gonna bless the peoples with tonight. I'm already knowing they bangers, bro. Cause I was doing homework last night when you sent these joints in. I was like, oh yeah, they hits. They hits after hits, man. And I've been definitely watching your movement, everything that you've been doing, brother, man. And tonight, you definitely gonna share all that with the listeners, with your family, with your supporters, with everybody that's tuning in and everybody that's rocking out with you, man. So Magnif is in the building. Gotta ask you, man, cause you know one thing about DJs always gotta ask the artists, man. What made you call yourself Magnificent, man?
Oh man, let me break this down. I'm gonna try to keep it brief, as possible, but I'm gonna make it make sense real quick, right? So, I'm a young black man, obviously, right? But, everybody get them dark times in their life.
Right.
When I was in one of those moments, I put my last name together with some shit that I was going through. So, for the people that don't know, I spent at least maybe 19 years in Humboldt Park. So, we call ourselves kings to a certain extent, right? So, the Ray and Sun Ray, the Ray means king. That's what I actually break down and translate to.
Right.
The full name is Magnificent Sun Ray, but as time progressed and went along, you dig, I just cut it up short, to Magnif. Just, it's catchy and it's easy to remember, so that's how we rocking out.
Okay. Right now, you want to give any shout outs to your family, your friends, people that support you right now, that's been there since day one, that's been just supporting everything that you've been doing for yourself, bro?
Facts, man. I gotta shout out everybody. Let me send one to my boy Brian Stinson over at Fusion Radio. You did. He definitely reached out, kept a solid vibe. So I gotta, salute the bro. Send one to you too, cause I'm definitely rocking with you on a consistent level. You dig. So we doing what we do. Outside of that, man, I want to shout out some of my buddies. You dig.
Okay.
BTE. They do their shit. Other than that, man, just everybody who fuck with me, man. Y'all know who y'all is on a daily basis. So to you.
Okay. Definitely Magnificent in the building, taking over Mainstream Radio. All up to everybody that's tuning in. All up to everybody that's rocking out with us. Appreciate the love. Definitely appreciate the support, man. Continue to tell a friend, download the free Mixler app. And always just search up Mainstream Radio. We definitely got y'all, man. So these 4 singles that we're blessing the peoples tonight, man. What can they feel of this music tonight, man? I know it's gonna be. I'm ready for some turn up music. So what can the peoples expect out of these 4 singles tonight?
All right, so out of these 4 singles, man, I'm gonna state the obvious one more time, right? So we got a lot of shit going on. They call it an epidemic, pandemic, whatever the case, COVID-19, COVID-20, whatever the case. But the point is, this music is medicine, you dig? So the energy you're gonna get for this is food for the soul. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter what you're going through right now, block that out, adapt to this good vibe, and we're gonna build off of that. But that's how it's coming, though. I'm trying to, heal the people, give them some entertainment, but give them a little insight, a little knowledge at the same time as well, though. Although it's entertainment, I try to at least put a message in the music. So, that's how we coming.
So you got some family that's in the building. I want you to go ahead and give them some shout outs that's behind the scenes. Your cameraman.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and give them some shout outs.
I gotta shout out the Mob ENT, you dig? My boy CJ, I gotta give a shout out to Cuddy, Candace, you dig? These some day one people, man. They be with me no matter what. It could be a show, You know what I'm talking about? We could be popping a bottle, just smoking, chilling, and chopping up business and building vibes. But, you know, these aces right here with me today.
It could be a blizzard outside. They gonna come through, huh?
Yeah, they coming through. You hear me?
That's what I'm talking about, man. Magnificent in the building, taking over Mainstream Radio. You want to get some more shout outs to your family, your friends, your day one supporters that's been rocking with you since day one?
Facts. Hey, you know, I just recently, and I feel a little bad to say it, but I just recently found out my biggest fan is really my OG and my auntie. Don't get me wrong, I got X amount of people I grew up with. I got so many people been rocking out with me since just off the strength when they met me and they build off my vibe and shit like that.
Right.
But I ain't even gonna lie, man. I just learned that. So shout out to the OG for real. You gotta salute to the one that made you though. You hear me?
Hey, and you only got one mom, so cherish her and love her every day. And, you know, and that's your number one supporter. You know, been rocking with you. You know, from the first day that you came out. You know, and since then, that's always gonna be your supporter. So hey, mom's always one, and take care of your mom and always cherish her. Like her last. So definitely appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Definitely appreciate everybody that's rocking out with us. You know it's all love and definitely all support that y'all give us over here on Mainstream Radio. But hey, big bro, man, I think it's time for the peoples to hear this voice of yours, man. So let's go ahead and introduce them to the first single of the night, man.
Alright, so this is how we gonna do it. We're gonna bring in the first single, Revive. So when I say it's medicine in the music, you about to get the gist of what I'm talking about as it unfolds. But tune in real quick with me.
Okay. So before we drop it, you know I'm always about asking the artist, man, what was the outcome of coming up with these lyrics, coming up with the song, coming up with the title? How was the process like of just being in that studio and doing so much like, oh yeah, this gonna be a hit? So what was the process like of coming up with this single right here?
Okay, so I ain't even go stunt. I really turned the negative into a positive, right? So they was like, we got this quarantine going on. You can't really go anywhere. So from there, you know, I'm the type of person, if I get extra time on my hand, I don't really believe in being bored. I gotta, you know, use some of my juices for something. So I got in the creative spirit and the stuff that I was thinking about,
right,
as far as the quarantine and what's mandated throughout the state and all this extra stuff, you know, I just use it as the music. You know what I'm saying, to educate people and just tune in, you know, my message, my thoughts through that. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, when I first put the song out, it was one of those things, like, it kind of touched me a little bit. It moved me because I was like, dang, and I'm really, in retrospect, thinking about what I'm actually saying, it's really some bold stuff, you know, depending on what your thoughts and what your visions are. Like, if you're the type of person that conform to anything, it might be a little hard for you to adjust. But if you open-minded and you feel like, you know, it's a higher power, then you're gonna love this, for sure.
That's what I'm definitely talking about, man. Magnificent in the building, taking over Mainstream Radio. Shout out to y'all rocking out with us. Definitely shout out to y'all tuning in. We are also streaming on Facebook Live. So y'all want to see who this dope talent artist is that's behind the microphone? Join our Facebook Live right now at Mainstream Radio so you can see the behind the scenes of what's going down in the studio. Also, at the end of the interview, the brother will put a live performance on in the studio. So you don't want to touch that dial. You definitely don't want to touch nothing, man. Stay tuned. Continue to tell a friend down with the free Mixler app and just search up Mainstream Radio, man. Let's get to this music of the brother. Magnificent, taking over Mainstream Radio. Let's go.
I hope this one kind of short. Is you with me? I got that. So right, if you feeling low, I can get you real high. I got it. Third eye, you ever wonder why? You ever wonder why?
We back live right here on Mainstream Radio. Magnificent in the building. Taking over the push. Taking over this 8 o'clock hour, man. Hey, why are you spazzing like that, man? Who pissed you off on that song, man?
The government.
Hey, man. Hey, that's a turn up song right there, man. You get somebody in a zone, man, and just be going crazy, man. Hey, gotta calm down, man, when you're in that studio, man. Hey, he be in that studio. I'm telling y'all, man, when these artists get in that studio, they like, hey, it's no playing around. It's go time, man.
In that fashion.
And definitely, man. Gotta also ask you, man, as you've been doing so much, following your dreams, you know, just staying up to everything that you've been doing, you know, your passion. Who is that one person? Because, you know, every artist got that one person. And I probably think I know who this answer when you say it. Everybody got that one person that constantly stay on their behinds, like, hey, man, you know, don't give up, don't stop doing what you love to do. Who's that one person that always keep you motivated to keep going and keep following your dreams?
Really, everybody around me, honestly. I mean, outside of my parents and stuff like that, really everybody around me that's close to me. You know, I keep a lot of people that I know, you know, I socialize with, but my main close-knit people, we all on one accord, and they really all give me that one push, that one wave.
Okay, okay. Right now, as you being an artist and doing so much for yourself, how would you describe your voice and your music being different from the other artists that you listen to today? What is that? What is that tone in your voice that you bring differently to the people so they can know, oh yeah, this is Magnif, and not these other these other artists, because there's a lot of artists that got that same tone and that same voice as this artist and that artist. So what do you bring different to the table so people can know that this is Magnif and not nobody else?
Okay. For one, I'm not scared to be myself and express my thoughts, you dig, even if it's not, popular opinion per se. Other than that, I mean, when it comes down to the actual tone, I think I got a melodic sound. When I tell people I do music initially, they like, oh, so do you sing? And I'm just like, wow, really? But for the most part, I try to bring my energy in it, and mix it all together, with the tone, the presentation, everything I'm doing.
Okay, okay. And one thing I can say, for the artist, it's always good to have a different tone for yourself, so they can be like, oh yeah, we want this time, we want that sound, and because I pay attention to so many damn artists, bro. And when I listen to, they music, they record, I be like, damn, this person sound like Herb, this person sound like Bibby, this person sound like Dirt. We already know what Dirt, Bibby, Herb sound like. We want to know what you sound like. What's something that you bring into the table? What's a different tone that you providing for your listeners, for your peoples? And one thing I can always say, man, just listen to that first song right there, man. That's Magnif right there, man.
Facts.
Nobody else. That's Magnif. When he get in that studio, hey, it's no playing around. It's go time, man.
One thing about me, man, is I take that raw energy, and whenever I get the opportunity, I like to transfer it through the music. You dig what I'm saying? So most of the time when I do actually get in the studio, it's based off of energy that I have personally. So I can't manufacture and Reebok somebody else's energy because I really don't know how it was feeling at the time when they dropped it. So for me to hop on that wave, it wouldn't make sense.
That's right.
If I express to you what I feel and you connect with that thought, that's really what keep me going. You dig what I'm saying? So I got to keep it original. It's only right.
Okay, that's what I'm definitely talking about. So artists right now that you really look up to right now, that's from a young boy to growing up now and just following them and definitely just looking up to them like, man, I wish, I want to do a feature with this artist one day. I want to do a feature with her one day. Female, male, any artist right now that you look up to from a young boy to what you're doing right now.
Okay, I'm going to bring it back to the previous point that I'm moving forward. Now, when it comes to everybody having a manufactured or a similar sound per se, I think that sometimes we get in a time frame or an era where it's a wave going on, right? Now, with that being said, I was never really taught to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? I was always taught to, go with my thoughts, be a leader. But don't get me wrong, in order to be a good leader, you got to follow some of the best, right? So with that being said, to bring it forward to the next point, outside of myself, you dig, I really, not to be cliche or nothing like that, but I really only tune in and follow bosses. One of the, people that I actually look up to when it comes to the music, not just music, but personality, character-wise, all that type of stuff, Money Man. I got to hand it to him because, inside, outside the music, I always get some substance. You dig, whether it's a conversation, him just, doing what he do, just, talking that talk, but whole time it be game. If you could drop some jewels, show me some, I could rock with you. That's how I'm coming.
There you go. But that's what it's about, man. Just doing what you love to do, looking up to this person, looking up to that person, with me, DJing, next week, I got 26 coming up this month, my birthday. Mark 10 years I've been DJing.
Yeah,
I just celebrated, 6 years of doing radio, and as we were just chopping it up, off the air earlier, young, starting off young, doing what you love to do, so by the time you turn into that mid-30, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know this, man. I started at this, when I was in my young 20s now. So,
in that order, you look like you having fun every time I tune in. When I do get the time, you tuning in, you turned up, you on the vibe.
And I bring the energy, bro, and just bring the funness and bring the... This is one thing about DJs. DJs, we like the life of the party. When it comes to a party or doing radio, we got to bring that energy, and I feel like, as all DJs, I feel like all DJs is gonna turn into a radio personality because we that life of that party that bring that uplift the energy. When you feel like you're having a bad day,
right?
The DJ be like, You forget what happened.
Yeah, hey, when you love what you do, it's not work. If you can find something like that, make that your passion.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
And man, like I said, 6 years doing radio, you know, upcoming 10 years of DJing, you know, it's no stopping, bro. You know, it's no stopping. And like I said, you know, people used to doubt me, tell me, you know, this happened or that happened, but you always got to prove to your haters wrong, and definitely prove to yourself that you can do, you know, whatever you want to do in life, and of course prove to yourself what you can do every day. So definitely what I'm talking about, man. Magnificent in the building, taking over mainstream radio. Go ahead and get some more shout outs to your family, your friends, everybody that's rocking out with you right now, brother.
Hey, shout out to Marco, little bro. A1 Day 1. You already know. Young Point, what's up with it? Blue Cheese Ricky. Hey, what's up, man? We about to get to work real soon. Hey, let me slow it down real quick. Let me go ahead and shout out to my boy Uncle Bob, man. We working, man. He a comedian. He do his thing. I got him in a couple of my videos. We going crazy. One thing about the videos is that not only you gonna vibe to the music, you gonna be entertained by the visuals, but you gonna laugh too. So, I mean, what else could you look for?
There you go. Hey, y'all, man. Y'all loving this artist in the building, man. Continue to tell a friend download that free Mixler app. And all you gotta do is just search our mainstream radio. And you know we definitely got y'all on locked all the way till 10 o'clock, man. We on Facebook Live as well. So y'all see this dope talent artist that's in the building right now, man. But hey, man, I think the people is ready for this next single, man. I'm super pumped up ready, man. I think you gotta introduce the people to this next song of the night.
Alright, so let's go ahead and bring in the next one by Magnif. You dig? MagnifEnt.com, so go ahead and check it out.
Okay, so what's the process like of coming up with this single right here? Coming up with the title, coming up with so much that you've been doing for yourself.
Alright, so it was a couple of things going on. So
Visions.
when I did the visions, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I was in Minnesota at the time. I'm a Chicago native, but you know, I had to go out there and explore. You gotta get outside the box, right? And once I went out there, I seen a whole nother level of the game. You know, a lot more business owners, a lot more people winning. You know, it was a lot of different vibes going on that was really productive.
Okay.
You dig? Black people winning. So that was really the mode I was in when I made the visions. So I had like a week when I was like, I'm just gonna lock in. You know, everybody that rock with me, they gonna have to really catch up with me when I got the time. That's how I know if they really rock with me or not. So I locked in for like a week. I think I almost put my phone on airplane. I found the you know, somebody to record me. I found the little studio. It was over with after that. When I put the beat on, I locked in with the guy who actually made the beat. That's really how the song came about. It was really just politicking and kicking it, you know, just doing what we do what guys do, you know, talking, chopping it up. And he just started putting on beats, and I'm like, what's to that beat right there? And he was like, you like it? Matter of fact, go in the booth right now. What's up? So, you know, I manufactured it.
Since we talking about the studio, man, every artist got that unique and that feeling of being in the studio and that different type of vibe of being in the studio. So, what is your vibe like of being in the studio? Is it like you got to be in the studio high, blow, drunk, or you like to be in the studio, you know, solo dolo by yourself, or are you just a group of, you know, 2-3 people around you? What's your outcome of being in the studio?
I got you, man. For the most part, it's spontaneous, but once again, man, you know, when I do make music, most of the time I got a plan for it, right? So I got a certain energy, I got a certain message, you know, I got a certain subject in mind. So when I go to that booth, regardless of what's going on throughout the day, that's how I end up in the booth. So say for instance, if we just kicking it, you dig on some random stuff, and I'm like, hey, I'm finna go to the store, and you like, hey, can I slide with you? Then it's like that. If I'm by myself, you dig, then I'm gonna get with y'all later. But you know, it's really just trying to get everything I got inside, get it out. So it's no particular move, no particular formula, nothing like that. It's just really about, you know, getting that message across, getting the energy out for the most part. You dig what I'm saying? I get these thoughts, these new thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to share with the people.
Yeah. And I asked the artist today, I was like, man, because, you know, me being a DJ, me being a radio personality, man, like when y'all come up with something in your mind, like how is that like, you know, just being a artist, man? Because it's like, if I'm like, I cannot do that. I cannot bust a freestyle. I can't do how y'all do. So what is it like of living in an artist lifestyle, man?
Okay, so I remember you was telling me, man, behind the scenes, like, you know, when you first started DJing, you know, it was a certain energy you had to adjust to. You might have been a little nervous, right? So when it comes to the music, it's similar, but the thing that actually keep you in it on a solid level is the reaction from the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I first started doing it and I started seeing reaction from people that was positive, and it was like, hey, when you gonna do more stuff like that, that's really the whole vibe of being an artist to me, you know, besides just, you know, perfecting my thoughts and growing with it. But other than that, yeah, man, that's how I go.
That's how it be, man. Because I be wondering, like, man, when y'all get in that studio, man, y'all, it's like, I'm like, they don't read no teleprompter. They don't read no script, man. It's like, on top of their head, man. They know the business. So definitely, man, continue doing what you love to do, man. Keep following your dreams. Keep networking around. You know, us over here on Mainstream Radio, we gonna continue to support. We gonna continue everything that we doing for you, brother, man. And it's all love and definitely all support. You know, me sitting here chopping up with you, man, and just interacting with you and getting to know more about you, man. Because DJs to artists, I feel like with DJs and artists, man, it's always a good connection, man. Something
sure.
I might not know, you know, you can teach me. Something you think I might not know, you can teach me. So you know, help one, teach one, and that's all it's about.
In that order, I'll make them dance. You play the music, they dance. So we gotta have a connection.
That's how it's about, man. But we're gonna jump to this vision, man, by the brother Magnif taking over Mainstream Radio. All up to everybody that's tuning in, rocking out with us. Continue to tell a friend out the free Mixler app, and all you gotta do is just search up Mainstream Radio, and you know we definitely got y'all on lock, man. But yeah, more music, more bangers on the other flip side. You tuned in to Magnificent taking over the push. It's Mainstream Radio, baby. Let's go. Vision. It came to my mind. You know, was you thinking of a 2020 vision when you came up with that single, with that title, Vision?
Facts in that order. So I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? Like the vibe I got when I made the song, I felt like I was having a vision because I saw it before it happened. So when I actually did the video, my cameraman like, "What's that called? Focus?" I'm like, "No, it's called Vision." She was like, "What?" And then I explained it, and he saw the vision too.
Because they mostly hearing like focus in there, and they like, okay, you know, we get the vision.
Facts.
We get the vision and the focus all put inside of one. So that's what I'm definitely talking about, man. Doing what you love to do, you know, doing so much for yourself, man. And definitely I salute you again, big bro, man, on everything that you're doing, man. It's just a blessing and an honor just to be sitting here chopping up with you, man.
Same way, brother.
And definitely just doing so much for yourself, man, and helping so many people out that's been going through hell right now. Because I know this COVID, it kind of messed everybody's stuff up, you know, with the parties and the gigs and this and that.
Facts.
Let's talk about this pandemic, man. What have you been doing, you know, since being under quarantine and being under pandemic, man? Is this something that you told yourself, you know, once all this clears up, man, what's that one thing that you told yourself that you want to go out and do for yourself?
The only thing that I do different when it's over is put another stamp on my passport. I mean, I haven't really stopped too much of nothing that I do already, honestly. I mean, I got my own company, right? So one thing I try to express to other business owners is, in a situation like this, right, they call it quarantine and stuff like that, right?
Right.
It literally kills your competition. So the money you spend for advertising, marketing, campaigning, just to get a leg up on the competition, that work is done for you because people are scared to work because of what's going on.
That's right.
Now, I'm not going to make light of the situation. There's people getting sick. There's people dying. So, you know, salute to you. You know, prayers to you.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you know, as a race, you know, as a you know, in human nature, we have to continue. We have to go. We have to continue to grow. You know, no matter what the situation is, you know, if you get stopped, you know, you get stuck, you stop, you stumble, stuff like that, then, I mean, it could be detrimental. So it's really in your best interest to, you know, continue forward no matter the situation. You know what I'm saying? Life is really designed with a lot of obstacles, so you got to get used to it, adjust.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is, man. One thing, you know, for us DJs, you know, it kind of messed a lot of our stuff up. You know, gigs wise. You know, someone like we was talking about earlier. You know, I just now opened up the studio back in June, and so much that I've been paying attention. You know, with this pandemic is, you know, you can still grind, you can still work. You know, just make sure that you do it safely. You know, make sure that you always stay masked up. You know, always keep your sanitizer in, and definitely just follow your dreams and do what you love to do, man. Cause that's all I've been doing. You know, since this pandemic, you know, I ain't letting this pandemic stop me. You know, I'm staying safe. You know, staying cautious. You know, staying my social distance. You know, cause you know, gotta stay a social distance, because you never know, you know, somebody can be carrying, you know, the sickness and this and that. So you always gotta stay safe. You always gotta stay loyal to yourself, and that's what it's all about, brother, man. Just do what you love to do, follow your dreams, man, and it's all love and definitely all support over here on Mainstream Radio, man. So
same way.
That's what it's all about, man. So
two-way street, for
so
sure.
Let's turn this around, man, because as you've been paying attention and seeing so much been going on, so as far as the shooting, the looting, the killing.
Yeah.
Man, talk to the people of what's been going on and what you want to see change.
I mean, I don't condone, you know, what's been going on in terms of the looting and stuff like that, but I also have to pay attention to the fact that it's a reaction. You dig what I'm saying? Rest in peace, G Floyd. But for every action, it's a reaction, and you know, not to sound jaded, but you know, in my culture, you dig, it's a lot of stuff that always happen to us. You know, especially in America, you dig. So
Right.
some stuff gets to the point where it's a boiling point, and then it's a reaction that you wouldn't expect. But the reality is, if you pay attention to how you treat situations and treat people, then you can kind of assume it's going to be a reaction at some point.
That's right.
But once again, not to condone what's going on, but I think a statement was definitely needed to be made so people can actually, you know, bring the topic up a little bit more in conversation so we can get to the next step as far as actually doing something about it. Some situations, I'm not advocating violence, anything like that, but if you look at history, some situations were fueled by wars that actually transitioned into a situation that was better for the people overall. So sometimes the people got to stand up for themselves, you feel me?
Yeah.
In that order.
Yeah, and as I've been paying attention and watching so much, you know, it's like I just seen a couple. It's like this whole summer, you know, it's sad to even say, you know, they've been killing the kids, bro. You know, I just seen at least 7, 8 kids just got gunned down and lost their life. You know,
Yeah.
just a couple. I think Labor Day weekend,
Yeah.
a young girl, you know, got killed, and I think they said she had a twin brother. You know, and I just been paying attention to watch so much that's been going on. Like, y'all gotta come together as one. Y'all gotta really put these guns down
Yeah, man.
and stop out here hating on each other, man. Because nowadays, you know, it's not just, you know,
For sure.
they hating on this person, hating on that person. Nowadays, you know, each artist hate on each other, man. Or I could do a better tenor song for the guys, or I could do a better slow song for the ladies. You
I
know,
got you.
and it's not like that. It should be like that, man. Help one, teach one. You know, if
I
an
feel
artist feeling like, you know, this melody is not that uptight beat, man.
Yeah.
You could be there to help them out.
And
you
then order,
know?
I want to address that real quick. I want to tie that point into your last point that you was asking me the question about. I think the change that's necessary for both of these two topics is really opportunity, man. Where the stuff is going on is concentrated in areas where it's not really the opportunity, man. People deprived of resources, you dig? Once you got those resources, then you can actually allocate your time to other things, whether it's working after school program, whether it's building with the shorties. But we got to start somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? We got to take this money that we getting, spend it with each other. You dig? That's a beautiful place to start, honestly.
And that's what it's all about, man. Being there for somebody, you know, networking with somebody, man, and definitely just being there and helping that person out. You know, somebody, you never know what this person going through.
Yeah.
You never know what that other person going through, but you always got to be there to keep them on their toes and definitely keep them on everything that they're doing for themselves, man. Because like I said, with me, as me being a DJ, man, I'm not out here, you know, running around here acting bougie, thinking I'm the best, thinking this and that, you know, because, you know, of course, you know, to myself, I'm always going to be the best. But, you know, I keep that to myself. You know, I don't need to be out there telling nobody I'm this, I'm that, because I'm always going to remain humble, you know. And humbleness is always the main key. You know, you can't be out there being bougie, you know, thinking, you know, this and that, you know, stuff like that, you know. And just do what you love to do, man. And just stay truthful to yourself, man. That's what it's all about. You know, if this world will really sit down and just pay attention to each other, man, we'll have so much good support, man. And I've just been watching and paying attention. You know, today is what's today? I seen them flying around. There you go. Today is the Mexican Independence Day parade. I mean, Mexican Independence Day, and all they culture, they come together as one. They don't fight. They don't argue. They put their they all come together as one and do so much. And I've been seeing people like, man, you know, why y'all hating on them, you know, and this and that, man, because they support each other.
Thanks.
They support one. You know, you see, so you be riding down. I was riding down downtown yesterday.
Yeah.
All I see was flags everywhere, man. And they be like, well, we got out there. We got Black History Month. We got our Juneteenth, man. I ain't even see nobody posting a flag up on Juneteenth.
Now I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? This past Juneteenth is really when I got up on game, so I'm like, you know, I hollered at my circle like, you know, we traditionally do the 4th of July, but what we really celebrate, let's do the Juneteenth.
Right.
And I kid you not, bro, I saw some literally custom made, you know, Black Power flags, and I swear, bro, that did something to me, man.
Well, I was watching, and I, you know, to agree with you, you know, yes, I seen people, you know, with T-shirts, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know, of course, you know, I ain't gonna say that, you know, Black Lives always gonna matter, damn it, you know.
Facts.
But yeah, I've been, you know, seeing the T-shirts made, you know, one of my other camera, you know, persons, you know, they was out there selling shirts, you know, giving them out, you know. So I definitely will say, you know, we come together as one. But you know, with the fighting, you know, I
Yeah.
feel like this. You know, if you go to a black party, you eat, you turn up, you fight. That's the black people. That's the black people. That's how we turn up, man.
But one thing though, bro, like not to cut you off, like people do have to be responsible for their actions.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna keep it real with you. These characteristics and habits of how we hate on each other, it's something that was taught to us. It's a learned behavior. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? When we do that, we're not being ourselves. You know, it was other people associated with socializing that ideal and that mind frame that people carry to this day. So I mean, definitely got to take responsibility for your actions, but we not 100% at fault for what's going on because you've been
Right.
embedded this information psychologically. You feel what I'm saying? We just got to do better. That's all. We got to start somewhere though. You feel me? So I'm
Hey.
here talking to you right now.
And
What's
it
up?
starts right now, man. It definitely starts here, man. You live right here on Main Street Radio. You live in the building. Magnificent taking over the show. All love to everybody that's rocking out with us. Definitely all love to everybody that's tuning in. Everybody that's just checking out the show. You know, it's all love and definitely all support, man. The brother in here, you know, spilling some jeans for y'all, man. Spilling some jeans for everybody that's been going through so much, man. Everything that's been happening. And you know, we definitely got y'all 100%, man. But we got to jump to this next single, man, because you know time is flying. When we having a good conversation on the radio, time don't wait on nobody.
Facts.
But when you at work, you look at that, you be staring at that clock all damn day. You be like, damn, I still got 2 hours left, you know.
Hey, that's why I rock with you, bro. Every time I turn the Instagram on, you dancing, you laughing, you smiling. That's what it's about, bro. If you stress that work, consider what you're doing.
Hey, that's what it's about, man. You gotta turn up what you love to do. You know, you can't be around here sad looking, you know, mean mugging, cause life's too short to be around here holding the grudge at somebody. You know,
Facts.
you know, enjoy life. You know, enjoy life every day like it's your last, and just have fun with each other. That's what
Yeah.
it's about, brother, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Magnificent in the house, taking over Mainstream Radio, taking over the push, man. All up to everybody that's tuning in with us. All up to everybody that's rocking out with us, man. Let's jump to this next single for the peoples, man. What we got up next, bro?
We got Golden Moments. Now with this song, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? When I first went to stool, I'm like, listen, man, right now we got a lot of, you know, bang bang, shoot 'em up, back to the, you know, previous point.
Right.
So what I want to do with this one, I want to switch the vibe. On this song, I want you to actually grab your lady, whatever girl close to you, and experience a good feeling. You feel what I'm saying? This was about slowing it down. Whether you dance, you two-step, no matter what you do, as long as it's positive, you know what I'm talking about? Feel the vibe. That's how it's coming. But I want to slow it down for this one. You know, if you dance, this your time to shine. Do your thing.
So was you and your feelings when you make this song, man?
No, not even. This an uplifting song. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did smoke a few when I felt this, so I was really off of, you know how they say like hippies got like a, how can I say, like a, they say California got a certain vibe to it. When
Yep.
people chill, laid back, you just feeling good. You feeling like, you know, just excellent.
Oh, so you
That's
was-
how I felt when I dropped
So
it.
you had to get in that studio a little blowed.
Yeah, hit
making
me.
this song.
I'm talking about, they couldn't see my eyes, but they heard what I was saying though, for sure.
Okay, that's what I'm definitely talking about, man. Magnificent in the house, taking over Mainstream Radio. All up to everybody that's tuning in with us. All up to everybody that's rocking out with us, man. More music, more bangers on the other flip side. And when we come back, I'm definitely gonna chop it up with him and give us some last minute wise words for all the artists that rocks with him. Some wise words to everybody that's been tuning in with him. Everybody that's definitely been supporting him. So hey, stay tuned, man. Magnificent in the house, taking over Mainstream Radio, and you know we definitely got y'all. That's Miss Lady that just walked in. Yeah, Miss Lady just walked up in this
What's up? How you
building.
doing? How you
Yeah, hey, more music, more bangers on the flip
Going on,
side.
Lord?
You already know what it is, man. It's the push. Mainstream Radio. Let's go.
What up? Hey, mainstream listeners, Magnificent definitely out here with us. We just went through his hot single, and I hope y'all can find it. Where can they find your music that we just played?
MagnifEnt.com, you know what I'm saying? You can find pretty much everything, all the handles, social media, everything.
Magnif social media.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
MagnifEnt.com, check me out.
And Miss Lady, you know, as you being a poet and an artist, she's an artist as well.
Okay.
So after the show, y'all definitely chop it up. Miss Lady, you know, just hearing, you know, different type of music for the artist and associating yourself with a different tone of music, man. It's always good to have a different tone for music and a different tone for yourself, man, because every artist's voice needs to be heard.
I agree.
And every artist's voice, you know, need an opportunity to come on the radio and express so much that's been going on for themselves 100%.
I'm glad we're able to do that here on Mainstream Radio at the Push.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We push our artists to do way more than they did yesterday, way more on their last album than they did. So to have people come in here and actually give us this great energy, give us new music, new vibes, I'm loving that. You know what I mean? Because I want people to give me a chance. When I come out and I want my music to be played, I want them to be feeling me already. Like, okay, I'm just going to get out this chance, get out that good energy, and vibe out.
There you go.
That's what we do here.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Magnif, man, before we jump to this live performance that's about to jump off in about 10 minutes, man, some wise words right now to give to all your supporters, and some wise words to give to all the upcoming artists that wants to be an artist, that wants to do what they love to do right now.
If you love what you do, embrace it wholeheartedly. Don't half do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get distracted. Don't get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to forget about friends and families for a few minutes out the day and just really lock in and get 100% focus on what you believe in. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you have to really invest that time, in yourself, and sometimes you gotta, cut the outside out for a little bit. No love lost, no unnecessary distance or spaces. Just be working on something. You gotta, complete yourself, then come back out.
So what's your tone of support?
What do you mean by that?
Like when you feeling like somebody not supporting this person, somebody not supporting that person.
Okay.
What is your tone of being there and telling this person, it's
Okay.
always good to support your local artists, always good to support your local people. Because I just made a post yesterday,
Yeah.
how everybody can support, these top known homies, tell them, hey, happy birthday, G Herbo, happy birthday, Dirk. Dirk just dropped the album, this person just dropped the album. Or let you drop the album, or let it have been your birthday, and you feeling like nobody not there to support you. So what is the outcome of your term and word support?
Put them all in the van, tell them we going to a party and I'm taking them to a show.
In
Just
that
like that.
order.
There you go.
Nah, but on the real side though, I just look at it like this. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to attract what you want as long as you stay down, stay focused, stay positive. So, as far as when it comes to support, I don't really stress too much because when I travel, I do love to travel. Shout out to Minnesota for sure. Atlanta, out of the places I've been to, Miami.
Yeah.
One thing I do notice is that the level of support is different depending on, the relationship with the people.
Have you
Where
ever-
I'm from, it's a little different. You dig what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you are already shining, they want to shine with you. But get outside that element, you'll get in tune with the right people.
And have you ever noticed, when you come across, Ms. Lady, you can help me out on this one too, because I know you had this happen to you a lot. Have you ever noticed when you go to a different city or a different hometown, they won't even know who you is, they won't know who your music is, but they'll just get started vibing with you
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like somebody from not even your hometown will show you support, but another city and state will show you support. Have you ever had that happen to you before?
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man.
What was the outcome of that? I know everybody
Yeah.
had that feeling of, man, if
Yeah.
this person can support me, how come my hometown can't support me?
Facts, man. I went to Minnesota for a vacation, but I ended up staying out there for 2 years, and it was really because of the support and love I was getting. You dig? All the things I was trying to do, it was easier, but the system is set up different. Like, I feel like anytime you in the system where, you got, excuse my language, but you got systematic, white supremacy stepping on your neck, it makes it easier for you to hate the person that look like you. You dig what I'm saying? If you're around people that look like you that's already winning, then it's easier to embrace that love. So when you travel, sometimes you got real strong black communities. That's why it's easier for them to connect, link up, and support each other, just like in Atlanta, various places I go to. When I'm from Chicago, is really the most divided city in the country, you dig? But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People I grow with, people I rock with, they still rock with me, so I go off of that. But just from an outside perspective, it be like that. Some people just got, a bandwagon mentality. Same thing with sports. You dig?
Yeah,
The team
yeah,
winning,
you're
you
right.
join the team. You feel what I'm saying?
Or trying to ride this other person's wave,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't always be like that, man.
Facts.
It costs $0 to support this person. It costs $0 to like their comment, Ms. Lady.
Yeah.
Share their post, and just be there,
The thing is, people are really used to what they're used to. They're used
Facts.
to the norm. They're used to hearing these certain big names all the time. They're used to hearing these certain voices all the time. So when they hear a new voice, it's like,
Yeah.
if you're not coming out saying that you signed to a label or something, they're not really listening to you.
All right.
You know what I mean? But then if it's somebody in your family, then now you want to show support because you're like, oh, well, now hit home. You should always support. You should support
Absolutely.
anything you do because it's going to be a time where you want to do something differently in your life and you're going to want the support too.
That's right.
Exactly. It's just like a
Mhm.
conversation. If you could vibe and bounce off a person, why not continue to build an interest in them? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the music was different. If you find something you like.
And the good ones always get slept on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tell you that. The good artists always get slept on.
Yeah.
Just like, that one single that I was just playing, Rockstar Roadie, man.
Yeah.
People, slept on that brother. And it took so much to push a record for people to really memorize it and just like, okay, this and that. The Rockstar song,
Yeah.
Rockstar Roadie,
You gonna call me
Rockstar
a
rapper.
rapper.
And it takes so much, for a DJ to really push artist record, man. And for you, bro, it's definitely number love, definitely number support, man. And we're gonna continue to support over here.
Two-way
on
straight
Mainstream
over.
Radio. That's
Yeah,
why
sometimes-
it's called a push.
It is
you
the
know?
push. We push our artists.
We push the artists.
Sometimes it takes a DJ to actually be rocking with you, or it takes somebody in the industry, or somebody that has a big name to be rocking with you for you to believe in yourself.
Facts.
You know
I
what
was
I
just
mean?
explaining that
And when
to
you
bro.
get there, then you're like, oh my God, so a certain person look at me, I'm like, I got to go more. I got to
Right.
do harder. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
That
But
positive energy. Yeah.
what we need to know as artists is they not only looking at our demeanor, they not only looking at us not losing our words when we on stage. They're looking at our energy. They're looking at our pose. They want to see if we can handle the pressure.
Mhm.
And if you're not one of those artists that can handle the pressure, if the moment somebody look at you in the crowd and you messing up your words,
Yeah.
that's where you jack up.
Hey, can I tell you a story real quick?
Go ahead.
Alright, so I was on the north side of Chicago, right? And I had a performance, right? And it was me, you know, a couple of my lady friends and my homie, right? So I don't know who thought it was a good idea. We like, hey, let's drink this bottle before the performance. So long story short, we got saucy, we got wasted. So I get on stage, and I kid you not, all I see is cameras flashing. Right before the song came on, I'm like, oh man, what's the words to the song?
Yeah.
As soon as the beat dropped, I swear they didn't even notice I lost the words, and I picked it up and kept going. And just from that moment right there, I'm like, if I could do that, I
You're
could
an
do
artist.
this.
You're
Yeah.
a real artist.
You dig?
For
I
real.
turned up even harder once I got over the nervousness. Like, okay, I remember the words now. It just made me go even harder. I was going crazy. I threw my jacket off and everything. Like, they really didn't catch it, but I almost really fumbled. But you know, I ain't
Yeah.
about that. I'm cut from a different cloth, so we gonna make it happen.
It's all about the way you
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I no lie, I had a whole performance in front of DJ Lil Jon himself. And I was like, oh my God, did you see me up there? I was nervous as hell. I was shaking. I done missed a word and everything. He like, you did? I'm like, okay then.
Hey.
So, you know, as long as you just keep your face, you're going to be good.
Yeah,
You
and keep passion for yourself, man. That's what it's
Hey.
all about, man. Just follow your dreams, networking around, do what you love to do, man. It's definitely number love and definitely number support by you, bro. And it's number, just like I said, man. Keep doing what you love to do, man. It's only up from here, man. And this is not gonna be my last time chopping it up with you. I definitely want to bring you back when my whole squad is here, my whole team here, because you know. We be crazy.
We do be
We
crazy.
be crazy. You know, the team is, you know, it's just me and her right now, but hey, it's 7 of us all together, man.
Yeah.
And hey, we be turned, bro.
Right.
We
Just
definitely be
literally
turned.
turn up the room. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I be tuned, man. I swear I be smoking, laughing like they go right now.
Hey, that's what we gotta bring. You gotta bring the energy, you know. You gotta bring
Yeah.
the funness and the dopeness, man. Like you were saying earlier, man. Like you said, you've been watching me. You know, every time you see
Facts.
me, it's nothing but laugh, smile on my face,
You
man.
hear me?
Just energy, turn edge.
And little do you know that do something for me, bro, because when you get in the forefront, for you be able to preserve that, man, that's a skill, that's an art you dig. So I bounce off you too.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And we only got each other. You know, we only got each other, so we gotta be able to help one, teach one each other, man. Some of you might not know, I can help you. You know, if the artists might not know something, the DJs can help. The DJs
Yeah.
might not know something,
Yeah.
the artists might not.
Yeah.
You know.
It could be a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It can.
What would be like, hey, artists, what BPM is this? You know, or you know, drop that on that mixtape. You
Yo,
know,
I wanted to actually come by and commend you for your name, Mac Niff.
Yeah.
I talk like that because I'm from New York, so there's certain things that I say where I'll be like, that's nifty, I like that.
Appreciate
You
it.
know? So for you to come out and have the name Mac Niff, I really appreciate you for that, because that shows real artistry. You actually took some time on your name.
Facts.
Because when you hear Mac Niff, you automatically think magnificent, you think beautiful, you think this gonna be dope, you just
Yeah.
think greatness. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So you got the perfect name for this right now, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Yes,
that.
sir.
At first, I didn't know if it was, too simple. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I wanted to cut it short because it was a long name at first, but
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did it. You did that.
yeah.
I like a catchy name. I like when you like, yo, who is that? That was Mac Niff. You
Yeah.
got me lit. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's what I'm definitely talking about, man. Mac Niff is in the building, taking over Mainstream Radio, man. Ms. Lee, you just entered the tee up now. 'Cause
I'm ready for the scene.
we about to do this live performance.
Oh, let me pull out my phone.
Yeah, we about to do this live performance. So yeah, shout out to y'all tuning in with them. Shout out to y'all rocking out with us. Before we jump to this last single, brother, go ahead and let the people know about this last single that you about to perform for the people.
This next one, this last one, go check it out. Video coming soon, but it's on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, you name it. GGG, which stands for Gucci Glizzy Gang. It's a rock style vibe on this one, so we're gonna mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We try not to be too traditional, too typical, nothing like that. We try to, knock it out the park, go outside the box with this one, but rock with it. Let me
And
know
what was
y'all
the
think.
Lizzie Gang.
And what was the process like coming up with
Yeah.
coming up with the title of it, man?
Oh man, I was doing so much. So the lyrics is, it's describing what I was into a little bit. But the Gucci Glizzy Gang, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, not to like front or make it seem like it's about design, nothing like that. But I do got some designer stuff. That's where the Gucci came from. You know,
Okay.
the Glizzy, you know, that's the nickname for the, you know, if you know, you know. And then the gang, you know, which is family. You dig? Not gang necessarily gang banging, but family. But that's usually how it's coming. I'm pulling up with Gucci on me,
Huh.
Glizzy to protect the
Okay.
bag. I got the gang.
Okay.
All right.
You hear me?
Well, I'm gonna do this. We about to do it. We about to get a live performance up in the studio. So I'm gonna let you grab this mic right there. Yep. Go ahead, step out, all out there. It's your time to shine. Push that chair over, you know, so you can have a good amount of space for yourself, man. Cause it's magnificent.
It's magnificent.
It's time for him to show his talent live
Yeah.
on Mainstream Radio, man. So shout out to everybody tuning in with us. Then shout out to y'all rocking out with us in about 5 minutes. We're gonna go all requests. We're gonna have some fun on the radio. I'm gonna go live in the mix. So hey, let's turn this bad boy all the way up. Magnif, you ready, bro? Let's go.
Gucci, Glizzy in the gang, got pull up, got a super bad bitch with a bag, that's what's up. Not the Birkin talking when she run it up. Just hit the line, I'm sliding like a hockey puck. Gucci, Glizzy in the gang, got pull up, got a super bad bitch with a bag, that's what's up. Not the Gucci talking when she run it up. Just hit the line, I'm sliding like a hockey puck. Gas online like Wi-Fi. All I got my customers high. Feeling when you hit this shit 2 times. I'm seeing dead people like how high. I be on the skyscraper with an eagle view and I ain't seeing you, cause I be seeing through like the sunroof. Haters say I need a parachute. Step on that neck, new pair of shoes. Step on that brick, new pair of boots. Keep a pair of wolves like Don Juan. Case one leave, I still can't lose. Can't press up, I gotta make moves. Y'all still tricking like April Fools. I got 8 balls like I play pool. I got a bag on me, but I skip school. G Glizzy in the gang, got pull up. Got a super bad bitch with a bag, that's what's up. Not the Birkin talking when she run it up. Just hit the line, I'm sliding like a hockey puck. Gucci, Glizzy in the gang, got pull up. Got a bad bitch with a bag, that's what's up. Not the Birkin talking when she run it up. Just hit the line, I'm sliding like a hockey puck. I slide with a G30 in the rack. 1 o'clock and I'm probably outside. Round around, it's probably prime time. 50-50 ass nigga 9 times out of 10. King Mac probably cracked your dime. Probably hate cause I rock with the foul. Probably mad cause I don't sell dimes. Gucci, Glizzy in the gang, got pull up.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Mac Nip in the building, taking over Mainstream Radio, taking over the push. Hey, brother, let me get you back on this mic one more time, man, because you can't leave the station without plugging everybody with your social medias and where they can follow you at, man.
All right, bet. Magnificent _YG at Instagram. You know what I'm talking about? Just so I could put everybody in tune one time, real quick, real fast, simple. MagnifEnt.com. That's MACNIFENT, short for entertainment. That's MagnifEnt.com. You can find everything right there. Go check me out, go download, go follow me. I got you.
And can the people expect more music? You know,
Yo,
EPs, mixtapes, all that coming up real soon.
yeah. So I got the cameraman in the building right now. Shout out to Mob ENT. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
We're using some of this future really for the Gucci Glizzy Gang video. That's the really next upcoming project. Then from there, I got one feature coming up. But we working.
Okay, that's what I'm definitely talking about, man. MacNiff taking over Mainstream Radio, all of them, definitely all support, man. I salute you again, man. Nothing but
Yes, sir.
support, nothing but love, man. I definitely thank you again for coming by Mainstream Radio, man. Showing case of your talent, man. Letting the people know about you, letting people know more about everything that you're doing for yourself, man. I definitely salute you again, man. We're gonna chop it up again real soon. Stay up with yourself, man. Keep following your dreams. And it's only up from here, man. Mainstream Radio, you always family.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah, man. One more time before you go. Social media so they can stay up with you.
MacNiff.
One
One
last
more
time.
time. MagnifEnt.com. That's MACNIFENT.com.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Alright? Shout out to the brother MacNiff. Make some noise for the bro! Yeah! Alright, we about to flip this switch in about 2 minutes. I'm going all live, man. We about to go request this lady.
Oh, I love
Wednesday
requests.
request hour, 9 o'clock. So shout out to y'all tuning in. 219-713-0967. Whatever y'all want me to play, y'all call on the mainstream radio. And hey, let's have some fun on the radio, man. Mac Nip, I salute you, bro. Let's go.